What's up, guys? It's Kyle again with DTOM Knives and Gear. And today we're going to be talking about the Benchmade Griptilian. In 2020, is it still worth it? Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. And like I said at the intro, we are going to be talking about the Benchmade Griptilian. The Benchmade Griptilian has been out for a long time. It's one of Benchmade's staple knives. And for good reason. It is a wonderful knife. Why is it taking me so long to buy one? Well, I'll be honest with you, I was never a fan of the plastic FRN handles. Just never been a big fan of it. These two knives are provided by my good friend Will, who has lent us knives on this channel to review before. Shout out to you, Will. Thank you very much. These knives are your classic Benchmade Griptilian and Mini Griptilian. And as you can see, the knife size between the regular size and the Mini, it's just like the name implies, just a smaller version of that Griptilian. And so if you have smaller hands or you just want a lighter, smaller carry in the pocket, then this is a great option. You guys know I like bigger knives, so I like the full-size version of the Griptilian. Now, I've never bought a Griptilian until recently. This middle one is my personal knife, and one of the reasons that I bought it was because the Griptilian is such a famous knife. I'm like, man, everybody has one of these things, but I just couldn't get past the FRN handles. I just I just don't like it. Not that they're not perfectly fine, it's just a personal preference for me. So then I did come across this version, which has the G10 handles and cool blue backspacers. I like the color combination. And CPM 20 CV steel, which is one of my favorite steels. And I got to thinking to myself, it's like, you know, everybody has one of these things. Everybody raves about them. I've got to have one in my hand. So I went ahead and bought it. And spoiler alert, I love it. It's a great knife. Now, this one is tailored to me because not only does it have the G10 handles, but it has the super steel that I love and the sheep's foot blade and the hole. I would not, if it didn't come in this version of the blade, then I probably still wouldn't buy it because I love this particular blade shape and the whole deployment really well. And you guys know, because I'm a Spyderco fan, I love to do the Spidey flick. So this knife works great for me. Most of the Benchmade Griptilians, depending on the blade length, or the blade style rather, they're all basically the same size. You're looking at a little over 8 inches overall length and a little under 3.5 inches for the blade length, and about 120 thousandths for the blade stock. And of course they come in different steels. This one is a little bit older of a Griptilian, still in great shape, but then you can see this one is in D2, and then this one is CPM, or 154 CM, excuse me. And then I think a lot of the newer ones coming out with S30V. But another great thing about the Griptilian and Benchmade is that you can actually go on their website and you can make these things whatever you want. You could have it in the G10 handle, in the color that you want, whatever blade steel. If you wanted this blade shape in M4, you could order it that way. It's going to cost you a little bit more money, but I think that's great. I think Benchmade is probably one of the only ones that I know that do that, other than your custom knife makers, obviously. And it's awesome that they have all these knives that you can go in and tailor them to your liking. That's just great. Now, I didn't have to do that because I like the gray and blue G10 option. And so this knife was tailored for me, but it's a production knife. So I was happy about that. But these knives are great. I'm going to go ahead. One of the biggest competitors to the Benchmade Griptilian right now is a newer offering from Benchmade. There's the Super Freak. Now, you guys know, if you've watched my video on the Super Freak, I really like this knife. This knife comes in at M4 steel and has the milled G10 handle with the red liners and backspacers, or open construction. Oh, I really like this knife. Matter of fact, I can Spidey flick this thing open with the thumb stud. So one of my favorite Benchmades. So you've got direct competition here from Benchmade. And I know a lot of people that were super psyched when this first came out. I'm super psyched about this particular knife. It's not going to take the place of this one. I'm still going to have it in my collection, but I really like both of them. So Benchmade's not really losing out if you buy either one. Another cool Benchmade that a lot of people like. This is the CLA, and I didn't show this on camera. It is the automatic. And you can see size comparison there. It's a little bit smaller than the Griptilian. Still has that milled G10 handle though. And I believe this one is in 154 cm steel. This is an excellent knife. I've also done a review on this. This is my buddy Will's as well. He's been great to this channel, letting me use some of his knives. Let's go ahead and do some other size comparison. You've got the Spyderco PM2, relatively the same size. You know, I would say this is also a competitor for the Benchmade Griptilian, is the PM2. This is one of Spyderco's obviously best-selling knives. But I also think that the Manix 2 is a direct competitor as well. You have two very beefy knives for hard use. Now, I would say that the Manix 2 is a little bit more hard use than the Benchmade Griptilian. Why do I say that? Well, these have partial liners, partial steel liners in the G10, and these have full steel liners. These are going to be heavier, of course, but it's going to be a lot sturdier. Another one that is one of my favorite knives that you guys know is the Spyderco Shaman. Another competitor. Now, not so much in price. This one is about $175. This was $200 after the Spyderco price hike, and then this is about $190 something. So it's close-ish, you know, as far as the price and being competitive. Let's go ahead and see what the difference is in weight between these Griptilians. So this is going to be the 550-1 with the CPM 20CV steel and the G10. So about 4.25 ounces. That's excellent. This is going to be the regular Benchmade Griptilian in the D2 steel. So just a little bit lighter with those FRN handles, 4.1. And then let's see what the little guy measures. This is the mini Griptilian, 2.8 ounces. That's light. So you guys looking for a light carry, the mini grip might be the one for you, because you still get, I don't really know what the blade size on this is, but it looks to be pretty close, it looks to be close to 3 inches. Let's see. It would probably be close to 3 inches of blade, and you still have enough handle to get the hams around. So I would still highly recommend this for guys who like the smaller, lighter knives. It's just not my cup of tea. So you can see there, as far as, no, let's go ahead and put the Shaman up there, which is my hard use knife. You know, hell, it's 5.2 ounces, so heavier than the Benchmade Griptilian. What about the PM2? It's around the same as the Benchmade Griptilian in this particular version, and so it's I think it's an excellent carry knife. I really still think that the Benchmade Griptilian has a place in the knife world. Right now, I don't think it's going away. I think Benchmade does a great job with these knives. And the fact that you can go and basically get any kind of style that you want just makes me happy. Benchmade has a great warranty, so you're not going to have to worry about that. So if you're thinking about getting the Benchmade Griptilian, I would. You know, if you've never handled one of these guys before, I think it's something that you need to handle. If you're looking for a Benchmade knife, I mean, it's one of their best sellers. So, I mean, I'm still a huge fan of the Super Freak. Huge fan. So I really, if I was going to buy one of these knives, I have this one, and this one is my personal knives. But if I had to buy just one, I probably would still buy the Super Freak, even though this one has the blade shape that I like and the spotty hole. I still would buy this knife. I absolutely love it. Direct competitor, yes, but I still think that Benchmade is going to have this in their lineup for years to come. So that's about it, guys. Final conclusion, yes, the Griptilian is still worth it in 2020. It's been out for so long, but it's just a great design ergonomically, and you have so many choices. You just can't go wrong. So anyways, if you guys have any opinions on the Benchmade Griptilian, you think I've missed anything, go ahead and put a comment down below. If you have any questions for me, do the same. If you guys have any knives that you would like to see on this channel, hit me up. I've got access to a bunch of knives. Also, keep in mind that sometime this week, I will be receiving a EDC subscription box from goinggear.com, and we will open that together. So stay tuned for that. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way, when I upload that video, you'll know right away. But anyways, I hope everybody's being safe out there in this crazy time we're living in, and we will see you in the next one.